I think I will mention here the new scouter system as well. So I plan to change completely the current scouter system.
Oh, didn't we skip new generation?
No.
I was told I was wanted. My voice is beautiful.
Well, this is now. Okay. So the new scouter system will be like you will be able to show it on full screen. So basically like what you see in Xenoverse, something like that. I want to make something like that, though I planned that way earlier, years since before I started. So just then when I coded the scouter I couldn't make that possible. So but now I think I will be able to. So that's the idea for the new scouter, and it will have new functions as well, and touch things. So a new generation. What did we want it to tell here?
Hell. Oh, let's take hell first.
Hell, out the other world. So the other worlds, hell part below. In 1.7 I already made the terrain, so it's not like a line, so it has now mountains and everything. So it will have its own blocks, ores, and everything that is not in the other overworld. So basically what I want to say is the hell will be like its own world, you know. It will have its own ores, items. You can live there. It will have its own valuable items as well.
Because we would want to live there.
So it will have its own, you know, NPCs and mobs like you saw them before.
Mm-hmm.
That was only inside, but not used. Those hell minions. Yes. Hell will have, but not just hell. The other world will have missions, and even for evil ones and good ones there will be ways to come back alive, since currently it's free, but it won't be always like that. Though it will be like a config option just for making it for free if no one wants to work for to be alive again, you know.
So no more free living.
Yes. So there will be small side missions, I think I can call them that will make them, you know.
Hey, side missions are my thing.
And there will be the wish that will grant anyone to come back alive if he has a glory. So yes, there will be new generation code for Namek as well, like
I can talk about Namek, remember? Playing a lot of the show.
so Namek will have its own ores as well, but not every ore will be taken away from the main Minecraft, but it won't have diamonds. Namek won't have any diamonds, and redstone as well. It won't have.
So Namek's going to be turned into its own, like, survival area.
Yes, yes. You will be able to craft Namek pickaxes and shovels and everything that can be used on Namek, and it will have its own tiers as well, own valuable ores as well, like a counterpart for diamond will exist. So yes, we can. Oh, okay. Then let's get this point down from here up here.
Okay. I'll wait for that to update in the stream so I can see what the list is. But I can talk about the ocean NPCs. I actually did write all of those.
So there will be new planets. I want a lot of new planets, though I might make a random planet generator, but I don't know yet if I will be able to, so I won't promise random planets, but there will be fixed planets. If there will be a, how to say, random planets that will be able to be destroyed, the whole planet. So
everyone's gonna love that.
yes, if I can make it, but
It'll be pretty hard, but
that's the condition. So
I think people would love flying to random planets and just, you know, blowing them up.
I want to make blowing planets only available if no one is on that planet. So you won't be able to destroy main planets, since they are needed for the sagas, but you will be able to destroy random planets. If there will be.
Jin,
So-
you spelled ores right. You spelled ores wrong. I'm sorry.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. He just looks like the ores is in the boat.
Okay. Sorry.
It's fine. Anyway, new ocean NPCs.
Yes.
Jin is looking to make all the oceans of all the planets more populated. And what this entails is they will have basically more things to eat.
Yes, mainly.
Because there's nothing in the oceans that are really going to pose a threat. Like, we'll have some fun RPG, like, crazy monsters in the oceans, but nothing too much. First up, the first one I created is a basic shark. Goku and Krillin, in the first days of Dragon Ball, had to swim away from sharks by Master Roshi. So I'm thinking that sharks can become their own enemy NPC that you can use to train, and then get shark meat from them. Maybe, like, craft some things from shark fins, who knows. They will be pretty easy to kill. They're not going to be that threatening unless it's to a new player. And then there's other sharks, or the larger sharks that chase Goku and Krillin. Those will be a little bit more of a threat because their mouth is pretty much as big as you. So avoid those when you can, unless you can blow up planets already, in which case you can eat them as much as you want. Namek 2 will have its own crazy monster to fight, which will be giant crabs. In the deepest parts... Oh, sorry.
For example, yes.
In the deepest parts of the Namek Ocean, there is a chance that one of the giant crabs that Bulma fought can spawn so that you can combat them and maybe get some fried crab.
Yes. So,
Should I talk about like the normal ones, or should I just leave it at the evil ones that attack you?
well, we talked about Namek survival then, and
The ocean
new
NPCs.
ocean NPCs. Okay. But still, for the dimensions, I wanted to mention the space dimension.
Oh yeah.
Yes, there will be a space dimension where you will need to basically you will be able to use your space pod to fly through it. The space pod will be able to bring you automatically to planets, but you can fly your pod yourself as well. I want to make a space map for it as well, just for you to know where you are and where you are going to, and you know. So the space pod will have a complete rework as well, of course. What else do I want to? Oh, and the space, you probably will die if you are not in a pod or a...
Unless you're a Kojin.
Yes, unless you are an Arcosian. But they too have a limit, so they can't survive infinitely. No one.
So if you're an Arcosian, you can't just swim in space, sorry.
Oh, there will be a... how to say... suns. So... stars. That if you go to, you will die instantly. So, no matter how powerful you are, the suns will burn you away. Yes. Because I don't remember if any part of the show mentioned that stars could be destroyable. But if you're a god, you possibly will be able to destroy all star systems. So that, I guess, include the star as well. So, but don't let us go into these details. Let's go to the other category. Combat system.
Oh man, the combat system.
Oh,
You were telling me about that earlier.
ooh, let's put it at the end.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty crazy big one.
So
It's a pretty big aspiration, everyone.
we talked about ores.
Yeah, we already included ores, so we can get rid of that one.
And
New races!
Ores, races. Yes. So I want to add new races as well, but not the android. So
Android won't be its own race, guys.
So I will just put that here. Okay. So androids won't be erased, but everyone will be able to become one. So it will work like as following. So you shall find Dr. Giro or Bulma or his father.
Dr. Brief.
Brief, yes. And if you are good or evil, depends. And you can ask them to rebuild you as an android. Androids will have their own power source and power level, and so scouters, I guess, won't be able to exactly detect androids' power level, because their energy source won't be the key, but a similar energy. So it's a bit difficult to explain, you know. So, like the key stealing androids, they use it like they steal the key and convert it to a energy that they can use that's resembles as a key. So, you know, like this.
But if they have too much key, it's not good for them.
Well, depends. They will have storage, you know. It will be like they cannot infinitely suck out
Absorb key
yes.
and become the strongest immediately.
Yes, so androids will need to upgrade themselves. So, and thus coming we to another part that I shall mention in the androids part. Like, there will be this little thing here, the body part system.
Uh-oh.
So everyone will have, he is, how to say, I don't know, every body part will have its own health, though it will be considered as one, but you can damage different body parts as well on a person, though I don't know exactly if it will be randomized or specified. It will be probably depending on what direction you look and where the attack comes from, you know, so it will, I want to think on everything to make it as best as possible, this system, because you will be able to lose the body part, like a hand or a leg, and you can choose to rebuild it, or you will need to wish it back, for example, or you can just use key to fly if you don't have legs, so basically you will need to fly forever. And if you don't have, for example, any legs or arms, but you still have your body and head, you will be able to use telekinesis to punch others. So
won't be as strong, but it'll still be a punch.
Yo, yes, yo. So yes, and thus you will be able to ask Jiro or Bulma's group there to rebuild your body parts to make them robotic parts, and also wish the dragon to regrow. And Namekians, of course, will be able to regrow their body parts. That's a pro for them.
Namekians will basically never permanently lose a body part unless they're disintegrated.
Yes. Though, since body part system will be integrated, there will be headshot, something like that. So watch out for your heads.
Getting it in the head will make it a little more interesting to fight continually.
Yes, and if you lose your body, that means instant death as well. So only the legs or tail or arms shall be losable and won't be, how to say, fatal to the player.
Fatal.
Fatal.
New races.
So let's get back to the new races. There will be a Majin race, but not these days. So
it'll come much later, guys.
Yes, it will come with when the time has come. I mean, just look at the Dragon Ball Online timeline, for example. So Majin race has been made by Boo himself. So yes, it's not like something I just will edit, since Majin Buu is not even defeated and the sagas must go on, but it will eventually come if I get to the, how do you say, Xenoverse sagas, because I don't know actually if I will make these Xenoverse sagas, but I want to try to make them though.
The Xenoverse has the same sagas, they just changed the main story.
Yes. Okay.
There are a couple of people that have been asking about new races, such as Zarbon, since he has
Oh
the
yes,
transformation.
yes. The other races that appeared in the show, I want most of them to be added. So
Zarbon, Dodoria,
those in the Freezer army, yes. I thought,
Triclopses like Tien.
yes, it will be a different race. I think we talked about it once. I don't know it.
Someone said Raccoon.
Yes.
I think Raccoon just counts as a normal human though.
Well, I think he's I don't know, a large human type of kind of race, you know.
Like a much taller, bulkier human race.
Yes, and I think I will add Raccoon and have the specific hair like he had. As choosable hairs for him. So, since I will consider Raccoon as its own race for now, since it's not specified what race he's from. No, he's not. I don't think he's human. I won't consider him as human.
Okay.
So, yes, I see about Beerus.
Can I have my very own section now for the side quests? Or do you want to talk about gravity training before that?
Before that, Beerus, like a cat kind of race, I will want to make a cat-like race, though, like Beerus.
I don't know. Beerus is kind of a one-of-a-kind god.
He might be, but he also might be a chosen one, you know, someone who is chosen to be a god, since, you know, like Kami and people like
I see your point.
Since nothing is stated, I think we can go overboard if we want to.
People are getting mad because we're not going in order.
Okay, so
Alright, so...
side quests. You have your own
yes.
part. Talk
Yay! Alright guys, since I am responsible for writing the side quests, I can tell you pretty much, well, everything about what kind of side quests there will be. But Jin's got the coding part, so in the end that's his decision.
Yep.
Now, side quests are going to be very versatile in that I kind of want them to be there'll be race-specific side quests, alignment-specific side quests, and alignment race-specific side quests. There will be the movie sagas, of course. The movie sagas will count as their own side quests, and they will be available to all alignments and races. Period. After that, like I will give you an example side quest for like someone who is very new, like can't even take on Raditz yet. Kami might ask them, "Hey, my lookout's out of food. Can you go get me some food?" Give him food. He rewards you, depending on what kind of side quest you did. If you did a food side quest, maybe he'll give you like some Earth money. I don't know why Kami'd have money, but it's just an example. But if you do, for the evil quests, like here's one. I'll pull one right now for an evil quest. Since most of the evil quests will actually reward you with TP, so being evil and doing side quests will get you much more powerful than being good and doing side quests. And being neutral and doing side quests actually rewards you with a lot more items. So good is kind of the middle ground between getting items and getting TP, while evil and neutral are the main points on the other sides. Now, with this evil side quest I was talking about, for example, pirates from Frieza's army are invading the planet thinking that they can still take me on. I'm going to have to teach them a lesson and show them that this is my planet and my planet alone. It can be any planet you're on. And once you defeat them, you get a TP reward. Something simple as that. And then there's also, like, I wrote the Dead Zone quest for Jin a little while ago. And if any of you know Dead Zone, it's one of the first DBC movies. So, with Garlic Jr., I think it was, what was the name of his minions? They were all spices, like, it was garlic.
Yes.
I'm trying to think, garlic something, and, people in chat help me here. I don't remember. But it basically was like, you get attacked by one of the minions, and then he leaves, and then you learn from Kami, or one of the evil NPCs if you're evil, that they are going for the Dragon Balls, and you decide to stop them for either your own reason, or if you're good, you're stopping them because you're... Oh, cinnamon, salt, and vinegar. Thank you, guys. Cinnamon, salt, and vinegar. You fight one of them first, you beat them up. I'm talking about the movie here, everyone, remember. So, you beat them up, go back. Once you stop all of them separately, then you learn about Garlic Jr., and on your way to stop Garlic Jr., they all fight you in, like, their buff forms, like, where they get, like, really super huge. Once you kill them, or beat them up, or whatever you want to consider it, then you fight Immortal Garlic Jr., and, Jin, do you think you'd do the actual Dead Zone, or do you think you'd just have it be a normal fight?
Well, I'm still thinking about it, so nothing is fixed, or how to say. Everything can happen, anything can happen. I won't say anything for sure. Okay? I don't want to say anything for sure, but everything is possible.
Now, another one for the neutral alignment is I wrote making the gravity chamber. I revolved it more around Goku's ship, but since Jin said that he wanted more of a gravity built room, so the scientist asks the neutral player if he can assist him with building a spaceship, and the player agrees for compensation. After going out and getting all the required materials for the scientist then proceeds to thank him, and when the scientist says that the spaceship didn't turn out how he wanted it, he gives it to the player anyway, and the player then has their own, I guess you can consider it a Tier 2 spaceship. So, you think I should go anymore, or do you want to continue on with the list?
I think let's continue.
Alright.
So... I thought of something, but I think I forgot. So we talked about the gravity training already. Where should I put it?
Just throw it up there. Special race abilities.
Okay, so... Yep.